gentlemen, welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable. Getting too old for this shit. Oh, greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable. I'm your host, Stone Loki. With me today are two fine comic book nerdy gentlemen. I don't know if it's okay if I call you that. Clobby, don't clobber me.
Except for the gentleman part.
Well, Twin Peaks. That's all I got to say.
There you
go. He's the clobber of clobbers. The man who absolutely detests everything Star Trek under Alex Kurtzman.
That's not any things that aren't Star Trek that are called Star Trek, you mean?
Nerds. Yes. Mark D with the C. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hey.
And of course, we've got our brother from another mother. Loki needs to record and voice intro. I did that, and guess what I had to do? I had to keep recording it. I guess I should just do it because we haven't really changed intros in a while, so maybe I should. I don't know. Of course, our brother from another mother, 24/7 Fusion Media. How are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm just thankful, man. Just came off of our live stream about 24 minutes before this one started, so it was good having everybody here, and it was good having everybody there and seeing everybody here. So I'm just thankful. Glad to be here with my brother Clobbering Times and you and everybody else in the chat. Love y'all and shit. I'm ready to have a good time with y'all. Man.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, good to see you. Great to be here.
Big welcome out there to Psychodorf 9, Lady Mist, our guardian of the void. How are you doing, Lady Mist?
Right.
Hey, Bob, our brother from another mother, the rooster in the hen house. Mark D with a C.
Yay. What's up,
Good
buddy?
evening, Mark. Project Story Time. Hello.
Hey.
Ted's Nerd World. What is up, Ted? Parrothead was here and said, can't stay at work. Skull, brother, thank you for popping in chat. And saying something always helps with the YouTubes and whatever is up Mama Susan's butt from day to day. Yeah.
Well,
so I have a question.
Mama Susan for a second because it is an International Women's Day, right? So, sorry, go ahead.
It's not Mama Susan anymore. It's Papa Adolf.
Papa Susan.
Whatever.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead and start me to derail you. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
You had something.
It's fine. I have a question. For you guys. Who is Marc Guggenheim?
If you will take it, Fusion, or I will. Either way, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Well, I believe he's written a lot of movie and TV stuff and some comic books, and I think he's worked on some CW drivel, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I know didn't he write on that stupid Green Lantern movie as well?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So Marc Guggenheim
I know the name.
helped craft a shared DC universe on the CW.
Okay.
He had something to do with Arrow.
That's right.
He had something to do with the Flash. He's also the jackass that put Kevin Conroy in a mechanical suit and made him Bruce Wayne, the killer of Superman, and the evil villain in
I remember.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
He sucks. Shitty writer.
And now he's bitching that he doesn't have a seat at the table.
I saw that video. He's a heavy-set dude with glasses. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Be a seat at the table with James Gunn, you mean?
Yes.
Right.
I don't know why they don't put him there. He sounds perfect for that table, considering they have Tom King there. Well, I mean, why not?
And the rest of those clowns, yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch.
Except for one person. One person is credible as shit. Everybody else is garbage.
Yeah, Drew Goddard.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they have.
I don't think it'll be enough, dude.
Oh no. I mean, he'll be good at what they put him on, but everything else, fucked.
Agreed. Looks that way.
Are we celebrating Miss Marvel tonight?
I don't know. Are we?
Oh,
I like Miss Marvel. I just don't like when she became Captain Marvel with her stupid. Carol was fine when she was Miss Marvel. I thought.
It is Women's Month, right?
Yeah, well, we'll have to. I don't know. Let's just
Yeah,
some male gaze stuff. Oh, actually, since it's Women's Month, do we have to do? I hope we don't have to do a male gaze. I mean, a female gaze thing. Do you don't want to look at no dudes?
No.
What?
I do have a picture I want to share with you guys.
Oh,
it'll take me
and then,
just a minute to load this up because I didn't have this ready. I don't know why I didn't have this ready. I should have had this ready.
right. And you check the DMs for the comic book roundtable. Also, seen you.
I do have something to mention to you when we get a chance. Have a little story going on, a minor one. Let's see. Oh, Empower. Is that a link there? 24 is just something you wrote.
No.
Oh yeah. I see what you're talking. I've heard about that. The Empower thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody.
Here we go.
Ugh.
That's it.
That's crap. The Marvels.
No. Empower.
Or the Empower.
That's Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, the Empower. That is. And there's the lady from Wakanda and a couple of the Marvels.
Sherry and, yeah.
They're not calling it the MCU. It's going to be Empower.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that works out for you.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that nice? Yeah. Sure, go for it.
Lady Miss asks why humans have months for everything because
I don't know. That's a good question. I thought it was just like a day thing.
It went from, oh well, we're gonna honor this person on this day to, oh my God, now we've got to have
some things have months, some things have days.
Yeah. To show that it's so much more important than.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious how who makes the like one day, what was it? We have today is International Donut Day. Really? When was that? It happened. I was just a few weeks ago. I mean,
and they have like the other day, if I'm not mistaken, it had to be like a couple weeks ago. It was International Taco Day or some shit.
There was Pizza Day too. It's like only three shopping days before International Pizza Day. It's like, who makes this crap up?
Shit.
I mean, I'm like, well, I would love a pizza today, but I had one yesterday. So even though it's Pizza Day today, I might get a pizza next week, maybe. But I already had one yesterday. Sorry. Yeah. It's dopey. So, what are you gonna do?
Chris Burgess says, Popeye had been tearing everything down in Phase 4. So what exactly do they intend to build from the rubble?
Oh, the new Avengers.
The Girl Avengers, whatever.
With Shang-Chi and Captain Falcon.
Right. They're probably gonna be the only dudes in it. No.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Wong. Maybe Abomination or Wong will be in it or something.
So have you ever had those soft Oreos? Tell you what, man.
They have soft Oreos?
They're like cakes.
No.
Oh my fucking God, Clubby.
Oh yeah.
They're like little Debbie cakes. Oh, it's like devil's food with the frosting in the middle.
I think I've had those. They're the size of normal like Oreo cookies, but they're cake.
No, they're big. They're big.
Yeah,
they're like little Debbie snack cake big.
Oh.
Good. And dip them. Oh man.
Oh,
you let them get. Oh yeah. In milk.
Wait.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, in milk.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't eat stuff like that, but yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you eat now?
No. I had pizza for dinner. Which is a bad thing. I shouldn't have pizza for dinner, but I'm
glad you did, so you probably enjoyed it. So that's all that matters.
Big New Yorker.
I
bought for lunch. So.
Dave Bob says, "I want a Dave Bob Day because it's my turn."
I think it's today, right now. It should make it Dave Bob Day. Dave, I don't have. Can we make this like Dave Bob 5 minutes at least? 5 minute Dave Bob, 5 minutes. Dave Bob is the man because he's another one that's holding tough against this PR business, and I'm proud of him. Stand up and fight him, buddy.
June Wong, who's been a member for 7 months, is a warrior of Midgard, says, "Damn it, Loki, I'm hungry now." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you?
Yeah.
What are you, Mark D? That's what he does. Whether it was on his geekery show or sometimes when he's on mine, he always brings food into it and gets everybody hungry, like toward the end of a show and stuff.
I've done that in the morning. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
it's Taco Tuesday, but we're gonna talk about waffles and bacon and sausage and pancakes and omelets. I tell you what, man, they made an omelet. So there's a buffet in Branson, Missouri, and there was this old guy that'd been working there for like 20 years.
Custom omelets.
Oh, Jay,
man, I tell you what, and I got to take Eris there when she came down once, and tell you what, man, that's the shit. Tell you what,
like that.
the omelets are and she has done her very best to be like, okay, I'll make you an omelet, like, and she's man.
My son makes a great omelet, but I can't make an omelet for crap. But he can make a good one. He was really good omelets. He's good at cooking.
Look at low spec linen cloud top. He's making beef fajitas. I tell you what, we need to do like a food show, Klobby. I tell you what, we'll put the round table on hold, and we'll do nothing but we'll talk food for an hour.
Call Mark D, and he can tell you about all the yucky stuff he eats on his pizza. Look at Sherry.
Oh no! What does he eat on his pizza? Hi, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, lovely Sherry. He drives Raquel nuts with this stuff he puts on his pizza, like clams and clam pizza and other. Yeah, he knows it. He knows a lot of the crap. He goes out and he comes back with all these pictures from these fancy restaurants for all this crazy stuff he eats. But yeah, clam pizza. What's wrong with you? Everyone teases him about it on the show.
People used to give me shit that I had bacon on pizza.
Oh no, bacon's got to be on pizza. Yeah, you got to have bacon on pizza. Yeah, oh yeah.
I was because it's not Canadian bacon. No, you put Canadian bacon on pizza. I'm like, no, bacon, breakfast bacon.
Yeah. I get it,
but it makes it all salty. I'm like, oh my god, what do you think pepperoni does?
Yeah, I love pepperoni. But I mean, I get like we have a place called Lit Pizza here. Do you have a Lit Pizza there or no?
Nope.
You might have something like it. It's fire blasted pizza. You go in there and there's a setup sort of like the Subway where you tell them what you want on your sandwich. In this case, it's pizza.
Okay.
Then they stick it over this fire for like a couple of minutes. Blast that sucker, and boy, is it good.
Yep, we actually have one of those in a grocery store not too far from here.
Oh, there you go.
The other night, it was maybe a week or two ago. Eris went out when I was going to do it was a night stream. And she picked me up one of those and had one of those after. And I mean, it's like, it's like a personal size. They make big ones too, but they just in the fire oven for like, 5 minutes and it's ready. You're like, holy crap. Yeah.
Hey, Bob, are you referring to Johnny's Pizza? I like them.
So the place I took, I'll tell you what, this is really interesting. The place I took Mike when he was here is Grimaldi's.
Oh yeah. I like them.
And they do like a coal. Yeah, it's like a coal oven.
Yeah, that's good. I like them.
So they're down for like 2 hours a day because they've got to like restoke the coal fire. But yeah, man,
we had
excellent pizza.
We lost it, man. I like that place. New York Pizza.
Oh,
yep.
They call it Grimaldi's New York Pizza or whatever, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh man, really I love New York pizza, man. That's wow.
Nice stuff.
Shit.
So we're going back Wednesday next week.
Hey, let me ask you this: have you ever tried the New York pizzeria that they have out here in Houston? Hello.
Yeah.
Which one you think I'm talking about?
Well,
that's Grimaldi's, right?
Yeah. Grimaldi's is the big one. There's another one that I can't think of the name right now.
No, well, I mean, there's one that I went to called Brothers.
Okay, yeah, I know that one. I've ate there before. Grimaldi's kicks the shit out of it.
Okay,
we got to go to Grimaldi's. Yeah, we'll go to Grimaldi's because it's like 15 minutes from my house. So we'll do that.
Yeah, I never even heard of them.
But yeah, Grimaldi's. There's like you're in a basement, so it's really crazy. It's got like, you walk in and there's the bar and there's some seats and stuff and some tables, but then you go down into the basement. And that's where you want to be. Is the basement. You don't want to sit up top.
Well, so it's supposed to be like a New York style spot or whatever.
It's coal. So you've got multiple ways to make pizza. You can do it obviously in a gas oven. You can do it in an electric oven. Electric ovens suck. That's one of the reasons why Pizza Hut had a really hard time for a while. Is they switched from gas stoves to electric stoves, and they had to figure out, and they redid the pan pizza and all that shit because they had to figure out the recipe. It wasn't cooking the pizza the same way anymore. So, and then you've got like wood ovens, brick ovens, and you've got coal ovens. Coal ovens is the shit. Wood fired is the shit. A lot of the quick places, like what Klobby was talking about, like the Mod Pizza and all that, they'll use a gas stove that kind of looks like a brick oven, but it's not. So they just throw it in there, and it's like 550 degrees, and within 5 minutes, your pizza's cooked.
Sometimes they burn that thing.
Yep.
But I like it.
Coal and wood. That's what I'm talking about, Dave Bob. It's
Fire
coal or
blast
wood.
pizza.
That's what you want.
Fire blasted. Fire.
Fire.
But as Mark points out, Mark just asked us, Mr. Smarty Pants, is this a comic book show? Well, people eat comic books. They have pizza at a comic book shop where you are, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
motherfucker pretty good too. I love that shit. Yeah.
They've got a good pizza place in there. They do. I've got to go back there. I haven't been back there in months. I haven't had the money. So everything's getting put away. Everything's getting put away into savings. So I'm not spending.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
I understand.
Well, we got a wedding to pay for at the end of the
My.
year. So
October.
Goodness. Come October.
Oh wow.
So
nice. I hear you, sir. But it is a comic show, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Michelle O'Rourke Johansson says, scroll up and see what happened to me at my son's doctor's appointment this morning.
Oh yeah.
I must have missed it. Didn't see there. Get out of doc's office only to be insulted by anti-obists while I had my son and his carrier in my hand trying to get to my car. No shit.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was reading the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, anti-dadist, yes. Wow.
Lady Miss wants pizza now. I can't blame you. Did you go and get pizza, Michelle? That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Get away from the wackos and go get pizza. So take the boy to get his first pizza. He's only 3 months old. He can't eat pizza. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. I'm horrible. Everything costs more nowadays. Wonder why. Comic books cost more.
I can only wonder why. What a mystery.
What do you think? What do you think when you? But I'm asking this question to both you guys. When you walk into a comic shop and the new comic is $5.99, $6 for just a regular off the shelf comic. We're not talking about special alternate cover or anything like that.
The normal issues now like it's $3.99 now.
You know. Actually, what's funny is even the fucking special comics cost that much.
Right. The standard price right now is $3.99. So.
Well,
I think. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, actually, because if I'm not mistaken, I spent what was that?
Excuse me. Oh shit. Sorry. I tried to hit the mute button quick.
Oh no, you good. Hey, look, you remember back, what was that, like 4 months ago? About 4 months ago when we went to the comic book store, I bought that one comic. Wasn't it like $4.99 or whatever?
No, it was $5.99 because it had that special. It had that special cover. It had that special like plastic looking see-through cover.
Right. So
right now the average price is $3.99, but some of them are $4 and $5 and $6.99. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How the fuck do you expect to buy stuff like that? I used to buy comics with my lunch money.
Yeah,
that's gone. I mean, you can't. They're all comic shop. This is just outrageous. Remember when you used to walk out a stack of like one title? What if you had like anywhere from 10 to 15 titles one week, and you go get those? No big deal.
I remember those.
Now, if you had that many titles, you're dropping $60.
More than that.
Let's just say you just picked up 10 books this week. So no, I was just ballparking it. I'm saying like 50, 60. I mean, just 10, man. So yeah, it is more than that. Really, it's insane.
Right. I mean, of course, you had the fucking the the plastic in the bag board for the extra,
Yeah.
quarter or whatever. Yeah, and then the tax, and then of course, yeah, it'll run you between because you got Marvel that are selling. There, it's funny. Marvel is the one that's selling actually their books cheaper than DC.
Yeah, well,
And
DC doesn't Diamond stop carrying DC?
well,
so.
actually, yeah, because DC has two distributors.
Right, Diamond stopped carrying them. So if you
Right. So but yeah, you have two different distributors that are distributing DC Comics now. And if I'm not mistaken, you're right. Fuck comic. You just.
I know some comic shops aren't carrying DC because they can't. They only want to use Diamond, and they can't really.
Right.
They have trouble getting them from the other distributors.
Right.
Oh, that's insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't get DC Comics.
I mean, they got to go through some.
The other two distributors. Because I forgot, man. I forgot the name of the two because you don't hear shit from them. Yeah, because I made a video about that about a year and a half, 2 years ago when it happened. When DC, during the pandemic, they were like, "Fuck fuck Diamond," and because Diamond stopped distributing comics for a few months, and everybody was like, "Yeah, Diamond fucking shit the bed, took their money and ran."
They're the biggest one too. So
yeah,
that's crazy. A lot of people like my boy Mark D. They just go through a comic subscription service now and order them. Because some people don't have. Look, comic shops are driving like flies. I don't know why. I have two near me, but usually a lot of places, a lot of people don't live. If they don't live near a big city, they just don't have to order them online now. Because usually even smaller cities had one at least. Now, I mean, and the ones that are still open, they don't make anything selling comics anymore. I mean, not new issues. They'll make back issues are making a big comeback, but other than that, they got magic cards and other types of different stuff.
They got all kinds
gaming
of shit
stuff
at mine. Yeah. You like gaming stuff. They've got Lord of the Rings weapons, statues,
posters,
a pizza parlor,
games. Yeah, fucking action figures, little fucking Funko Pops. You fucking name it, man. They got all kind of keychains.
How is that going to work? That Jim Lee's brilliant plan, he wanted to sell comics exclusively through Walmart.
Stupid. They made some obviously it didn't work, but he was going to try to do that. They actually wanted to set up something with Walmart. They have a bunch. Walmart still carry. They still doing it. They sell some DC books at Walmart, but they're just reprint books, repackaged, and some of them have like one new story in them here and there. And that section at Walmart near the counters where it has like all the cards, Pokemon cards and all the other stuff. They have some of those big, like $5 big reprint books from DC. They've been doing it for a number of years now, but that was Jim Lee. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish with it.
Well, Marvel used to sell packs. So, okay. So I got the entire Infinity War and the first 8 issues of Warlock, the Infinity Saga or whatever it was after that. Infinity Watch. Thank you.
Yeah, Infinity Watch, right.
So I got the entire Infinity War and then that at Walmart and would they come in these plastic containers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And those were great. I loved those back in the day because I could just get, here's a whole set. And if I wanted to keep reading it after that, I would. If I didn't, I dropped it. I thought that was a great idea. Now, rando mixing it, because I know what you're talking about, because I got a couple of those because they had one that had a Superman 78 that I didn't have in it. And I ended up getting 2 different Superman 78s that I didn't have. And then there was a Batman one that had the Catwoman one from '89, where it's like Welcome to Hell or whatever it was. Selena Kyle's apartment. That's what was on the cover. I got that one, and I ended up getting 2 variants of that. And I didn't necessarily want 2 variants of that, and I didn't know what the hell else was in it, but I saw them and I was like, screw it. That's the most modern comic books I bought in forever. Is little packs at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, why do they? You see, Claude's talking about They had a new. They do these facsimile books every now and then. And today
Oh, I hate those.
He said, "I love them," but he says the only good comic that came out today was a facsimile of Batman number 357. My question is, I'm looking at. I had to refresh my memory. Why would they? Oh, it's the first Jason Todd or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, first Jason Todd's why they did it. This is not because. In other words, they don't usually do a facsimile without a reason.
Man,
and I love them because you can get like if you have a you don't want to mess with your old one, and they come with a complete reproduction of everything.
No, I mean, it's good for that reason. The thing I don't like about them is I seen people trying to sell them off.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've seen people try to sell off those fucking facsimile books like if they're the real shits and be trying to charge as much, or upcharge so much, like if it's an original comic, and that's shit that like.
No, it's ridiculous because it has the $3.99 price on it. Other than the price, it's everything is a reproduction.
Right.
On better
Pat S. I want a $5. I want 5 comics in a $2 grab bag.
I remember those.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 comics. I miss that shit. Actually, I'm sorry. I was going to say Five Below. Five Below used to carry them. I don't know if they do now, but
really?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did it for a while.
I don't have a good Ollie's nearby that has any comic shit. I went to 2 different Ollie's, Clobby.
They're not any good anymore. They're ruined.
Yeah, nothing, no comics.
Well, every now and then I'll see, and I hope that I know my boy 24 don't like this, but I love old hardcovers and trades that I can get cheap. And every now and then, a few years ago, you'd see like on Facebook, even recently, still people say, "Hey, look what I found at Ollie's." It'll be some really like it would be, a $200 something book for $40, crazy prices like that. And I found a $225 Captain America vibranium edition a few years ago. It was a $225 book. It's bigger than a coffee table. It weighs 20 something pounds for $40. I had that, so I got it, of course. But it's I
sent Clobby a picture of this.
But they don't have stuff like that anymore. They don't have those deals anymore.
What was it? It was the giant mega edition of Jack Kirby. It was Jack Kirby something.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, and it's I was looking for that one.
Yep, but they wanted like $200. They wanted $199 for it.
But that wasn't all.
I can't ship that.
But somebody found that one. But somebody found one some similar to that at Ollie's a few years ago, and that was what I was looking for when I found the Cap book.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't there.
Yeah, that's why I messaged you, because I was like, "Is this the one you were talking about?" And you're like, "Holy shit, are you at Ollie's?" I'm like, "No, I'm at the
one you said was different, but it was still a nice book."
Yeah, I was like, "No, I'm at my comic book shop, and they want $200 for it."
Ollie's doesn't have shite anymore that I like, but you never know. You might find something you like there. They still got tons of cheap trades, dirt cheap, and bags. Like 24 was talking about. Bags of comics that are just mixed up stuff from from the 90s and 2000s. You never know what's in there.
Yeah, the last ones I seen when I was working at Five Below, they had a whole bunch of them, and they had the 5 packs. The last ones that I seen that they had were actually of the New 52.
Yeah,
that was the last bit. Yeah, it was.
Nobody bought it.
Yeah, exactly, and it was a whole bunch of that filled in. So
yeah, no, you're right. Nobody bought. And Mark D went on a trip last week. Loki and 24. He went to this place in Nashville called McKay's. He showed us pictures from it. It's unbelievable. It's I don't know if you're familiar with Second and Charles, but it's like that, but on steroids. It's bigger than like a gigantic warehouse, like 2 football fields or something. And it carries used comics. It's got a pretty big back issue section. It's got used toys, used bunch of trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Of course, tons of vinyl, tons of DVDs, and video games. This thing is outrageous. You can spend all day there. They have about 3 or 4 or 5 of them around that area, and he went to one in Nashville, and you should see the pictures he brought back on it. I mean, I could go in there and be lost for a day. Books like you wouldn't believe. that just a geek's dream, man. Called
Wow.
McKay's. Yeah, I wanna go
McKay's
in there.
bookstore.
Yeah, McKay's. What's it? It's McKay's. Is this called McKay's Books or McKay's? What's the name of it again, Mark? You can tell us, but anyway, dude, that place. If you ever go through there, they have one in Nashville, Knoxville,
Yeah.
Chattanooga.
Okay. Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah. Because the closest
McKay's.
one near me, the closest one to me, and it's like, get
Nashville.
your in-store pickup today is Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 5. There were North Carolina has 2, and Tennessee has 3.
I wish I would have known about that when I was in Nashville last year for the ICC meetup. I
I
would
hear
have
you.
gone there.
Man, yes.
It's a hell of a drive, though.
It is. Well, he was flying, so he couldn't bring back a bunch of stuff, or he would have. He was just killed him to have to leave all that stuff there.
11 hours and 43 minutes.
If you get, everyone should check out Mark Dean with the C's channel. He's got a video. We did the other night. We spent like almost 4 hours on his live stream looking at all the pictures from it. Yes, it took that long because he takes pictures. The place is truly cool. He didn't want to leave. He says, "See," he said, "I didn't want to leave."
I bet.
Unreal.
Next time in Nashville, I'll have to check it out.
Oh man, I'd probably be there all day.
I don't think we got anything like that big here.
We have these places called Second and Charles. We got a couple down here, and we've got them in Florida and in Georgia and Alabama, and they're that, but not quite as big as the place he went. They're the same principle because you bring stuff there. You bring if you want to get rid of your video games or your Blu-rays or your DVDs or your comics or whatever, they buy them and they put them out there. It's pretty amazing. And their comics, they must hire somebody to handle their comics because they've got tons and tons of them. They're all bagged and boarded they've got an upstairs that has encircles the place with all comics around and records, and it's just unbelievable.
Oh, I've got a Second and Charles here.
You have a Second and Charles?
Yep, 16
we have a couple. You might go look
away.
for that.
Oh,
go check that out.
Oh,
I
what?
will.
It's the same principle as McKay's. It's you got one. You haven't been to Second and Charles 24?
What the hell? Wait, what? What's a Charles? What's that?
Second and Charles. Did you ever see a Books a Million?
What? What's that?
Books a Million owns it. It's a pretty good size store, like a big store, like a size of usually like size of say like a Barnes and Noble or something.
Right.
And it's got books, used books and stuff. It's got a little bitty mini comic shop in the middle. It has back issues, and I guess they sell some new ones. They got little knickknacks of geek stuff, everything you can imagine. They've got used video game stuff, used
games, board games.
Yeah, board games, albums, DVDs, Blu-rays, and again, like I said, it's more than just a bookstore. And we just got one here in BR, and we had one in a place called Covington, which is about an hour away from me for years. And I've been to the one in Birmingham. I know Atlanta has a couple. I know they have a couple in Florida, and now apparently know they have one in Houston.
Yeah, I guess you
might find some stuff.
To go to Conroe. I guess I've got to drive to Conroe.
I think you might find some good stuff there. I don't know. I always think their prices were better a few years ago, but sometimes you can find some pretty good prices on stuff.
Yeah, how do you spell it? Like I never even heard of it.
Second, as in two ND.
2ND.
Yep. Yeah. And Charles.
2 in Charles.
Yep, Second and Charles.
Right how Pat S spells it right there.
There you go, right there.
Wow.
Well, so, again, the one in Covington he's talking about for years. There was this, before Second and Charles opened up, there's a comic shop right in that shopping center. And that guy, he had to be pissed when Second and Charles opened up. He finally went out of business. But Second and Charles has a little comic shop in there.
You ever bought any comic books from there?
Oh, I've gotten all kind of stuff in there over the years. Again, their back issues there is kind of lacking for me. But they got all these little cool knickknacks of, they got all the they got tons of toys and everything. They got books there and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's cool to go hang out. Like whenever my friends and I go to the con near there, my friends come up from the coast and we'll go hang around there for a couple hours, geek out. A couple of them will block out with handfuls of stuff. DVDs, Blu-rays, album, vinyl, books,
right?
Trades, you name it.
Retailer.
Pretty cool
buys
stuff.
and
They've
trades.
got some guitars in there, and
Yeah, they got music. That's true. Yeah.
oh my god, they have a giant wall of Funko Pops. No, thank you.
Uh,
Did you guys hear about that? $30 million worth of Funko Pops destroyed because they're
Oh.
it's just sitting there. They're not selling.
oh, what a shame. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of it.
Yeah, I heard. I heard this. There were like pallets of like I think it Magic the Gathering, like $350,000 worth thrown out. Like enough of it to fucking buy a house was thrown out on pallets at a fucking at a trash at a trash site, and the dude that was going through the trash seen all these pallets getting dumped off, in back of fucking dump trucks and shit, just getting tossed like trash. He was in the fucking trash, where they dump all the fucking city trash at, man. So he goes to that shit and rips it open. He takes all that shit to the house. Come to find out, it's fucking $350,000 worth of that shit.
Wow.
Mark says, unless you go to the flea market and have to deal with Steve Barrington, I don't know if Klobby knows that name or not. He's not a fun person to deal with.
I remember Steve very well. Mark, unfortunately, passed away many, many years ago now. He is he and I had a lot of mutual friends, and I got along with him. We had, I thought it was he was a character, that's for sure. I remember Steve, and may he rest in peace. But he's not a fun person to deal with. Well, no, he was tough to deal with.
I want a place that's got I want some books. I want some comics. I want some board games. I want some DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. I want some video games. I want vinyl. It's like a one-stop shop for me. If you've got figures, posters, all that stuff. There was a real cool gaming place that had vinyl, movies, board games, video games, resale, everything but books. And that was like a constant, at least once a month trip for me for a while.
Where's that again?
It was in Branson. It's actually not in Branson. It's in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh,
I actually ran into Keith from the Pop Culture Minefield guys.
It was called Half Off.
So it was. I can't remember the name of it. I used to go there like almost every month. Drive up Springfield to go to this, but they didn't have books. And they didn't have comics. But here's the deal: they had a sister store that was just in the next little mini mall right next to it, and they had all your comics and Magic cards and all that shit. So it was like, they were just split. You go to one store and there's all your video games, there's all your vinyl, there's all your movies, there's all your figures, swords, all that kind of cool shit. And then you went next door and they had comics and all kinds of other stuff. And they were both owned by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool. Nice place.
They would literally send you over to the other store if they didn't have something, and the other store did. They'd be like, let us check on our computer. Oh, our sister store, blah, 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 has it just down the street. And okay, well, I'll go across the street and get it. Thanks.
Nice. It's nothing like one of those big places like that. Well, because Mark was talking about, he said he'd never even been to any place like that. And the closest thing I can think, like what he's talking about with McKay's is Second and Charles. But just love going to find places like that. And, yeah, Steve, he was a character now, Mark. I got you. I hear you there. And, but, man, you're bringing back memories of Steve. Well, a buddy of mine, a few years ago, right? I mean, almost like a couple of weeks after, whenever it was after Steve had passed, he gave me a comic that I hadn't had. It was Commanding number 29. I'll never forget that because it was a Kirby issue. And I was reading it, and you'll be happy. You'll be proud to be 24. It was a real issue. It wasn't any back issue or anything. It wasn't any reprint. It was the real deal. And I was reading it, and I was going to flip back to the letters page, and this is from like 1974 or 5 or whatever. And there's Steve Barrington had a letter printed in there, Mark. So I love looking at the backs of the letter pages, old comics. You never know what you can find, including a letter by me in one. I have had a letter printed at Marvel Comics, which put me in the Grand Comics database. Yay me.
Yay me! Steve
Uh,
Barrington says, or Claude Paris says, Steve Barrington always gave me something extra with my purchase. Once I got an FF Big Little book tossed in the bag.
nice. I have that FF Big Little book. It's the only Big Little book I have. You know, Walter Koenig collected Big Little books, by the way. Collects. I love Big Little books. And I bet no one knows what a Big Little book is out there. Well, it's hard to explain. From the 60s. So you
Should have bought more action figures. Did you see that that little clip I put up of the Star Trek bridge set that I got when I was in Nashville?
Say again?
Did you see that little clip I put up of the Star Trek bridge set I got when I was in Nashville?
Oh, I don't know. So did you put it up recently? I'm not sure if I saw it. Put it on the channel?
Give me
I don't know if I seen it.
1 second, let me pull this up for you. Because I know I put like a little picture up, but I put it up on my shorts. My shorts. Let me pull this up real quick.
Mark had one printed too. Yeah, hey, yay.
How the hell do you rewind on this? I hate shorts when they're not. Yeah.
Oh, you can't rewind on those, can you?
No, I don't think you can. Anyway, I'm gonna share screen real quick because I am looking at getting. This is the back of the box. It's not opened, so.
Nice. Oh, okay. Playmates Bridge.
The Playmates Bridge, but I found out that there's an engineering module.
Oh.
And a transporter room. And a shuttlecraft. So the engineering section is about $100. It lights up and does all this stuff too. Batteries.
Wow.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the transporter room. I don't know about the shuttle, but once I set all this up, we're gonna have some stop motion animation fun.
Dude, how big is that?
No, I have not opened it up yet, Mark D with C. Mark, I'm going to Free Enterprise. Free will. Enterprise. We're gonna move. When we move, we're gonna move in June, at the end of June. So the last week of June, we're gonna move. And we're gonna get a house. So when that happens, I'm going to set up a table and I'm going to open this and I'm going to open the engineering section and I'm going to open the transporter room and get it all set up on this table and keep it there. Probably be in the middle of my office. So I have another thing to dodge when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, instead of tripping over two comforters or two freaking rocking chairs, I'll trip over the table with the bridge set on it and
cool
fall on it and break it.
Hey Loki, did you hear about the never to be released Scooby-Doo movie?
Oh yeah, with super crypto, yeah.
No.
Yep. Yeah. It leaked. First of all, it got put on the chop, like Batgirl did and other things.
Right.
That's a lot of us, whoever. The reasoning was it was not going to be released because it was of tax reasons, something stupid. I think I have different suspicions why. And then it leaked to the internet, and of course I have it. I've watched it, and it's basically called Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2.
Yeah, and Crypto 2, yeah.
And that's like an hour and 18 minutes long. It's a movie that got made, and it's they don't like it being up. So I went on the web archive.org or whatever, and it keeps getting taken down and put back up. And now it's out there. My son found out about it. He told it to me, and I may or may not have watched it and downloaded it, so I can save it in case it disappears again. And there's almost no modernity in it. In other words, almost nothing woke at all. You got the sliver here and there, but for the most part, I think I figured out why they don't want to run it. They look normal. It's kind of a fun, loving tribute to DC comics and cartoons. They all look like themselves. Their voices are all pretty much close. Frank Welker, I don't know, is still doing voices. Wow, it's and it's just a big bit of innocent fun. But there's no race swaps or gender swaps or agenda in it, really, of whatsoever. It's just goofy Scooby fun. So I think they probably didn't want to run it for that reason. I don't know.
Okay, so let's see. We got Scooby Doo, Abracadabra Doo,
No,
Big
Scooby
Top
Doo
Scooby,
and Crypto 2, what it's called.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Guess Who? I'm looking. I'm trying to find it.
That's I could send you a link or something. I could figure if I could figure
It's
out how
not
to
with
link it to
Scooby
you.
G in it.
Scooby Doo and Batman 2, The Brave and the Bold.
No, that's really good though. That was from years ago.
Oh,
This
you
is-
like that
this-
one?
Yeah, I
That's
like
from
that.
2018.
That was sort of like a sequel to the Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon. It was the last. It was after the cartoon had ended a few years later, but it was still done by the same guys and stuff. This
Yeah.
one, I mean, it looks exactly like old Scooby Doo cartoons. In fact, that old Scooby Doo team up comic, it's done in that kind of art style. It's very clean, very, very simple, and it's just innocent kids fun with no agenda attached.
Right.
And
Scooby Doo
therefore-
and Kiss, Rock and Roll All Night Mystery.
Well, this is not going to be listed anywhere because of other than in the news articles about how it's never coming out. But Warner's not happy that it got leaked. Somebody leaked it.
Well,
Oh.
if you got a copy of it,
Yeah.
I'd love to see.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
I got
me
it.
too.
I got it. I
Found
got
it?
it. Scooby Doo
he's-
and Crypto 2, 2023 animated family comedy. Mystery Incorporated teams up with Crypto to the Superdog to investigate the
Hey.
disappearance of the Justice League.
Yep.
Hey, could you send me a link? I want to see.
If I
See
could-
that shit. Yeah.
Neither one of you have Facebook, right?
No. Well, I do, but I don't even know if I can get on it.
Right, because that's the only way I have it. I have it sent to me on there, but I downloaded it on my computer. I have to figure a way to send it to you somehow,
I'm downloading it now.
unless you can get it. But when I was watching it last night, because my son had told me about it, I decided let me download it just in case it disappears. And looks like it took. I got it. So.
Yeah.
And,
Well, the
enjoyed
place
it.
I go for download movies isn't exactly. They're more
Okay.
arg than on the
Right.
level. Put
Well,
it
hell,
that
this-
way.
This is ARG because it was not intended to ever be released, which is ridiculous. It's goofy, silly, kiddie fun, and it's innocent. And, it's got a lot of really fun references to old DC comics and cartoons, especially the Super Friends, because all of it takes place in the Hall of Justice, and they can't find the Justice League. And it's got Luther in it, and it's just,
Zoinks.
yep, Wonder Woman even says,
Oh, I can see Lex Luthor going, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddlesome
course.
kids.
Of course.
Man, did they get Clancy
Yes.
Brown to do Luthor?
No, but this weird, this guy doing it the whole time, I think that man sounds like Clancy Brown. So the guy does a pretty good Clancy Brown, I thought.
Nice.
But it's not him, but still. And I checked. Frank Welker, man. I mean, now it's still Matthew Lillard doing doing Shaggy, and he sounds worse than Frank. As far as getting old, Frank Welker sounds fine, but Matthew Lillard feels kind of old. And again, let's see, the chicks kind of save the guy sometimes, it's kind of moderny. There's a crack here and there, but for the most part, there's nothing wokey in it at all.
Man, Frank Welker. Holy shit. Wasn't he
We gotta
Megatron?
watch this.
Mhm.
Now. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
that's
it. It was
Megatron.
kind of fun.
Man, I'm telling you, man, he was the best Megatron.
Frank Welker's a legend.
Oh, man, he's a fucking legend.
Laserbeak, unlike my other warriors, you never failed
Tell
me.
me.
It wasn't my fault, Megatron.
Yeah.
You never failed me. I was like, yeah.
Your incompetence never ceases to astonish
Nah,
me,
I love that movie. It was especially when it was like, Form Devastator, and he transformed in slow motion, like, I was like, yo,
Prepare for extermination.
yeah, he looked like he was about to fucking put a hole in something. Devastator wasn't fucking around, man. Oh man, I just missed
Is
that.
that
shit.
you, Megatron? Here's a hint.
Here's a hint, asshole. Man, that's awesome. That's good shit, man.
You know,
I
they
love,
weren't originally gonna kill Starscream. Galvatron was going to bitch slap him and basically turn all the Seekers into versions of the sweeps. So all the Seekers would have looked different. Basically, they would have been under the control of Unicron. So that there's original storyboards for the movie, and they changed it. Obviously, they changed it. They decided to get rid of more of the Gen 1 line and not keep as many of them. So they took out a lot of they took out the Seekers, including Starscream, and brought in, the more simple plastic Hasbro junk that instead of using Takara Tomy in Japan, because they were hand building all that. So at least Duke's still alive. Yeah. We lost Starscream, and Megatron became Galvatron, and yeah.
Oh yeah. Scourge and the sweeps, huh? No,
I just don't understand why Scooby-Doo's still popular. They could have streamed the damn thing and then, they're talking about they what was it for taxes? I don't understand what that means. What they say they cancel it for something to do with taxes. I don't know what happened, but why wouldn't you just stream it and try to make something off of it? With all that trouble to let the whole thing get made, then you don't show it. Something's wrong with that.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think? Just kind of just the way you explain that. My thing would be in trying to understand that what you said that doesn't make any sense is would they get more money trying to stream it or sell it or put it into DVD and sell it to the public, or would they get more money trying to get whatever tax deal they were, whatever fuck they did to it to get tax, break or whatever from it? What would profit them more doing releasing it or getting the track the putting it in the vault and getting the tax?
I don't know
thing from it. Yeah, that's why I would.
But I would think they would do pretty decent business as Scooby-Doo. The kids still like. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I would think they would do well. Don't these straight to DVD Disney Scooby movies? Don't they always do well?
Well, actually, Loki can. Like that Kiss one you just mentioned, the one with the blue, him and the Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. That's another movie they did. They got a shitload of them. Matter of fact, dude, they got them fucking around with WWE wrestlers and shit. They got the Batman and Robin. Right. They got
Why make this thing? Why make this thing if you're not gonna?
Right.
I don't understand it. I don't get what their reasoning was for it.
Oh, that's Scoob, the one with the one that you're talking about, Scoob.
Scoob.
Hmm?
Is the one you were talking about, 24?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo and Aladdin.
This is
Scooby-Doo and Zombie.
Yeah.
This has DC superheroes in it, wouldn't that?
Ooh, Scooby-Doo and the Mecha Menace. I didn't know that fat bitch was in a Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I know. You're funny.
I try.
They got all kind of shit like them and Kid with Kiss. They got them going to like a zombie island, and another one they going to somewhat,
right.
Yeah, the funny thing is, all that shit gets released. All of it goes to DVD. Dude, I bet you
could have done that with this.
Right. And if you look at, like, let's say outside of their the
dude,
shows,
unless you're talking about like a limited theatrical release, even then you're not going to get a bunch of people.
To theaters.
Maybe if you give them like a 15-minute like pre-show on something big like Warner Brothers does, nobody's going to pay.
This was not intended for theaters, though. It was intended to sell DVD on DVD, and then they could put it on the streaming service.
Right.
I don't think it was ever intended for theaters. They never do. They make a lot of these straight to DVD Scooby movies. They got tons of them. Right?
That's all they did. And the only thing that went to the actual like Cartoon Network and shit was the actual series.
Some of the movies went there. Yeah, that's true.
They would have, they'll have a Scooby-Doo series on the Cartoon Network and then fucking release all the Scooby-Doo movies.
Right.
to like Walmart, Target. Like it'll just everything come out straight to DVD, and that's it.
And they that's what I'm saying. They never have done this before to any Scooby movie that I know of. They always come out, whether it's on, like you said, they would debut on the Cartoon Network. They'd have a DVD release, maybe they would be on
Right,
streaming
right.
now. I don't understand this. It's must be something, because it's perfectly fine. It's very innocent. Maybe that's the problem. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it's not PC enough.
Or maybe it was sending off the wrong message, knowing that they have Velma out there.
Yeah, let's put it to you like this: it is not diverse.
Yeah, I was there. That's actually what I'm saying. Like, what happens if they held that back to let Velma shine, and they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna, seeing her in her old form with Scooby Doo and kicking it with Crypto. Fuck that. We're gonna hold this shit back." And
I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm saying there's it's not diverse at all. If you look at the whole cast of this thing, not in the least. It's and this could it would be ridiculous, but who knows? Maybe because there's only one. Unless, what would you say, person of color in the whole movie, and she's in it a little bit.
I mean, shit. They got diversity. They have the dogs.
Dogs ain't diverse.
Shit. Don't say that to a furry. They don't like that.
Okay,
the people aren't diverse. How about that?
Pat, check your DMs. I know you said you have 4 nephews that would buy this in a minute. All under 22 and a half, Velma. Just check your DMs. You'll be glad you did. And I threw that in the same thing in the comic book roundtable DMs,
because they didn't gender swap anybody. They didn't race swap anybody. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe someone. Well, hey, wait. When we let you guys make this and you didn't cast it right, you didn't change anything. Well, you just thought you wanted a Scooby movie, boss.
They did that in Supernatural. They brought Supernatural and made everybody into cartoons and brought them into Scooby-Doo universe. And it's Scooby-Doo. It's the Mystery Machine. It's them.
Right.
So,
and they didn't change anything. That's what I'm saying. Maybe just somebody said, we got something so wonderful like Velma with the Sons of Earth, and you guys give us this whitewashed Scooby-Doo. And look, Crypto's even white. Eh? Oh. Again, I'm just kidding around, folks. I know nothing. I'm not saying that. I'm just going,
I know.
What did Donald Duck call Daffy in what did Donald Duck call Daffy in Roger Rabbit?
Well, you'll never know.
You'll never know, because it says nitwit in the.
Probably called him a nitwit. And that's not a common word back when.
But that's not what he said. And that's exactly how these people talk now. That's exactly how these people talk now. It's well, you can't do this unless you're this, and we have to have it this way, and it has to be this way, and it's all race baiting, and it's all BS. Guys, we're getting out of here. I know Clobby's got a stream coming up. Tell us what you got, Clobby.
Oh, well, less than an hour. I'll be on my stream just doing my wild card Wednesday night. Tomorrow night I'll be with Tom and the gang at 6 p.m. Of course, on Midnight Edge After Dark and that lovely group over there. And then tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central, Mark and Raquel join me for the round table. And not round table. See, I got to mess up. This is the round table. That's Clobby's Clubhouse. Sorry.
The Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, yes, sir. And then Friday night, I'm always hanging out with our buddy Nick Weiser's show, 8:30, for the Friday Night Comic Shop gang, part 2 of a review of Dave Stevens' Rocketeer comic, and then Saturday night, it'll be Saturday Night Star Trek. So thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, thank you for being here, brother. I can't wait to see the Rocketeer thing. I'm an old school fan.
Oh yeah, well, we love the comic, and we're
we're
reviewing the original Dave Stevens run.
Nice.
Part 2. This will be part 2 of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 24/7 Fusion Media.
What's up?
And you're welcome. You're welcome, Pat. You're welcome. 24/7. What is up, brother? How are you doing? Where can people find you? And what are you got going on? What do you got coming up?
You can find me over at 24/7 Fusion Media. I'll be doing live streams and dropping videos for the rest of this week. I'm trying to get some things in order. So there'll be some things that I'll be trying to progress through, get better with. But yeah, I'll be been looking at all kind of different things that I'm looking forward to sharing with everybody. So you can catch me at 24/7 Fusion Media. Just dropped the video today. They're working on a new Batman Beyond animated movie. Yeah, done by Daniel Casey, the guy that's doing Fast and the Furious 9. Is the number 9 that he's the script writer for that. He wrote it. He wrote the movie and also did some drafts for it. So it's like they got a few copies of it, which way they want to have it. So, it's something that James Gunn hasn't shelved yet after everything that's happened. So they're still holding on to it. It's still going. And it just came to light. So I just dropped a video on that earlier this morning. So.
Heck yeah.
Indeed. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. Nico Glock, what is up, brother?
Yo,
with
what's
the
up,
$20
Nico?
super chat.
Hey.
He says, yo, fam. Yo, Nico, we love you, brother. We were
Yo.
just talking about you earlier.
Yeah.
24/7 did a thank you stream. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell you thank you for everything that you've done for me, and wanting to personally tell you how much I appreciate what you've done. And I did a stream earlier, shouting out my thanks to you and everybody else. So just wanted to tell you thank you personally. Now that can get a chance to hear me say it, I just want to tell you thank you for everything, and thank everybody else as well. But thank you, man, for what you done for me, man. You didn't have to, but you did, man. So it means a lot, man, and thank you.
And Nico, we don't have a booty break here on the Comic Book Roundtable, but we do have a tuck and roll. So this one's just for you, brother. Skull and tuck and roll. One day I'm going to get in trouble for that. If I haven't already. God help me. Guys, we're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Thirsty Thursday. But until then, be great.
All right, everybody.
Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys next week on the next Comic Book Roundtable. Take care, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.